Said we need to update that video.
No,
my hair looks really blonde in that video.
We know we're live. But I was just talking about how there's a video, one of those videos. My eyebrows looked amazing, like the best they've ever looked.
Yeah, that's when you used to have them.
Yeah, waxed every 4 weeks. Yeah.
Both of us being redheads have naturally blonde eyebrows, and back in the day, the pictures of us before we realized that we should put eyebrow pencils in,
it was just all forehead.
All forehead. We had no brows.
All forehead.
We look back at this picture going, "Ooh."
There's a picture from my ring ceremony where I flat ironed my hair every single day, and I had no eyebrows. But then I had broken baby hairs and that were sticking straight out like this because it was so fried.
Just we get to preserve the memories. Hello, everybody. I'm Laurie.
I'm Hannah,
and we're Journeying with the Gingers.
How are y'all? How you doing?
Oh my goodness! Tell us something good. We need some good news in this world.
I'm watching a whole bunch.
What'd you do?
I pulled my earring out of my ear. I hope I did I tear my lobe?
No.
Okay, I almost said a cuss word too.
Fudge.
I'm taking these out. Okay.
We're just a hot mess today.
I'm halfway through a K-drama, and I haven't watched a K-drama in over a year.
What the heck is a K-drama?
Korean.
Oh, Korean drama.
Korean.
Oh.
And it's a good one. And I'm excited.
Well, that's good.
But that means I haven't read any books.
I'm a reality TV fanatic. She's not at all. I am a fanatic for
except
TV.
for the Real Housewives. I do love a good Real Housewives, especially.
I love them all.
I love Potomac.
Miami's really good this year.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And Atlanta. Atlanta's good too.
I like
Atlanta because it's close to us.
I like Potomac, Atlanta, New York. Potomac, Atlanta, New York.
Yeah. Potomac's good, but poor little Karen's in jail, in prison.
Her granddom.
Hannah, why are you laughing at Karen being in prison?
Because of her video.
Oh, yeah. Anyway, I'm a reality fanatic. If y'all didn't know that about me. And I'm so excited because Big Brother's coming back on. But also, I've been watching Love Island. And I'm addicted to Love Island. And it's nothing. I'm too old for this. So I'm that 50-something-year-old woman that's watching these 20-something-year-old kids and all that.
I don't think you're the only one.
Oh my gosh. It's just crazy.
I do not think you're the only one.
I think because it comes on almost every night except for Wednesdays. So it's just like there's always something to watch from it. It's not like you have to wait a week. But I'm also into The Gilded Age on Max. And it's phenomenal. If y'all haven't watched The Gilded Age, it's not reality. It's so good.
Okay, I have to tell you a funny story.
Okay.
So the day that Dad came over and fixed my sink, because the stopper was broken in my sink.
Yeah.
So he came over and fixed it. Then he sat on my couch and he started listening to TikTok. God bless my father. He listens to TikTok. Everybody in the room listens to TikTok. You have to listen.
Everybody has to listen to it because it's not quiet.
And it was getting irritating. And so what did I do? I put on Looney Tunes, and all of a sudden the TikTok noises went down.
Because I mean, let's some cartoons.
And then Wile E. Coyote comes on. He goes, "It's just the funniest thing." I was like, "I know how to get this man off of TikTok. You put on Looney Tunes," and he didn't realize
that old Western.
He didn't realize that Looney Tunes, like they just recently, like a couple of years ago, did new like short tunes, and he was like, how is this so updated? Because it like they had like phones, they updated phones and stuff. And I was like, it was just so funny. And he was like, and I was like, he's like, you don't find this funny? I said, I don't laugh out loud to things. He just found Looney Tunes so funny.
It's a good thing because you like cartoons too.
I
do not like cartoons.
I love a good Looney Tunes. I love a good Scooby-Doo. Scooby-Doo is my favorite.
The only thing I ever watched religiously was the Flintstones back in the day. Because that was our after school thing you watched before your parents got home because we were latchkey kids. But yeah. So if you have any good news, if you have a countdown, if you just have something wonderful coming up, give us the information. We want to celebrate with you. Give us the info. We want to know your business. Hannah, do you know your countdown for your wedding?
Okay. So 128 or
128. 128 more days.
Because last week was 135.
There you go.
Gracie keeps count for me. Every day she changes my countdown.
And I have a cruise that begins in exactly 1 month from today. And then also William, I get back. That's with my mom and her friend. It's the first time I've ever been in a cabin by myself, which I'm very excited about. I'm very excited just to have chill time.
Just don't fall overboard.
Oh my gosh. We'll talk about that later. Anyway, and then as soon as I get back, I'll wash my clothes, pack, and I'll be heading to the MSC Seashore, back on the MSC Seashore in the yacht club with William. William's finally gets to experience yacht club.
I'm just here.
Yep. And then Hannah's going to watch the dogs. And then William and I are also going to be in the yacht club on the Meraviglia in March next year. And we're going to be with some friends. We'll be with Cheryl and Ed. And
are you staying in Brooklyn?
Yeah. No, we're going to stay in the financial district. It's only a minute, like a mile and a half away from Brooklyn Terminal. We're going to see Cheryl and Ed, and we're going to meet Louise and Jean, and we're going to be with Michelle. So it's going to be fun. Anybody else want to join us? Reach out to me. I can give you a quote. But we have to stay in the yacht club because, I mean, we'll see you around, but, you know, we kind of hang out. When we go yacht club, we, like, live there, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I don't like crowds, and so I like getting away to
she doesn't like being overstimulated.
Yeah, I get overstimulated with a lot of people because I work from home, and I'm not used to a lot of people in my life around me. So part of the cruise that we're in a month is a carnival ship, and we're going to Celebration Key, and that's kind of lead into the next thing I was going to talk about. We're going to do the Pearl Cove Beach in Celebration Key, which is kind of like the adults only, all-inclusive kind of thing. But they do have an option on there. Instead of paying a certain amount, like $200 for all-inclusive that day, you can pay $99 and just get the pass to go to the beach and not drink, which I'm not a huge drinker. I mean, I like a cocktail, but I don't need to spend that much money to have a cocktail on the beach. And so we're doing the pass to Pearl Cove instead of the whole all-inclusive thing, which I'm glad they have that option. I mean, at least that's an affordable option. But talk about not affordable. The stink that came out this week was when they started posting prices of things you can rent, and they were renting a pool noodle. Think about pool noodles that you get from the Dollar Tree for $19.99 for the day. And they're like, people went crazy, which I just thought that's the most insane thing I ever heard of.
I mean, I can understand a little bit of like a high price if they didn't have to return it.
Yeah.
You know, if they lost it in the ocean. But if they return it, it should not be that expensive.
Yeah. Well, they've lowered it now to $10.99.
But not $19.99.
Instead of $19.99 to rent a pool noodle. My suggestion is go on Amazon and get those. I call them hammocks. It's like a float, but the armrest, you just blow them up real quick. Not hard to do. They pack really well in your suitcase and reuse them. I pay like $6 a person, I guess, for those. So that's just my suggestion.
You can do what Hannah does and just float.
Hannah just hangs out in the water. Yeah. So anyway, we are going to do Pearl Cove. And my husband said, "Are you going to film all of Celebration Key?" And I said, "That would be wonderful, but it's August, and I'm watching 2 senior citizens to make sure they get over to Pearl Cove safely. And I don't know if I'm going to run around Celebration Key and video everything. I think I'm going to, if I'm paying a day pass, I think I'm going to enjoy it. But I will record what's at Pearl Cove though.
Now, what did we record a lot of recently that you edited?
Oh, that's on my list. Tomorrow at 4:00 we're uploaded the MSC Seashore Ship Tour. It is done.
She's been working on it for like 3-4 weeks.
It's done. So proud of it. The ship is huge, but it's done. And then I'll be doing I'll be filming a ship tour by myself on the Carnival Liberty because I don't want Mimi helping with that.
Did I get it? And she's recording herself.
Talking to herself. So, one more thing before we say hello to everybody. This is a South Carolina thing, which I was telling
she was having a fun time with this.
I was telling Hannah about this. We live in South Carolina, if y'all don't know
Blaine's
that.
here, by the way.
Blaine's here. Blaine knows about this then. And he probably saw it in the news. But we're calling it Shrimp Gate in South Carolina. But in the Charleston, South Carolina area, there's tons of restaurants. And a lot of the restaurants say we have locally sourced shrimp because you can get shrimp out in the water of South Carolina.
Mm-hmm. There are places where you can go shrimping and get thousands of shrimp.
Yeah, especially in Beaufort. I mean, I've been shrimping in Beaufort. I mean, you just throw out the shrimp nets and tons of shrimp. Well, there is a South Carolina Shrimpers Association.
We did not know that was a thing.
That went to a lot of 44 of the restaurants, the most popular restaurants in Charleston, and took, I guess, like takeout, their shrimp and had it genetically tested to see if it was actually locally sourced, I guess, South Carolina or even North Carolina shrimp. And 40 out of the 44 restaurants did not have locally sourced shrimp.
They got called out by the shrimpers.
It's been, because I guess I live in South Carolina. It's been on TikTok. It's been everywhere. But it's in the media down here. So Shrimp Gate is a real thing in South Carolina. But a lot of the restaurants are saying, we didn't ever say it was locally sourced. But then they like show their menu like it says, locally sourced or South Carolina shrimp and grits or whatever, however they say it. But some of them were like the bigger restaurants that are down there, like Hyman Seafood and Page's Over Grill. So, yeah, I just didn't know they genetically tested all that shrimp.
That's interesting.
All right, let's say hello to everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, Mary Ellen Dillon. She says, hello, Hannah and Laurie. What? Are you reading comments about shrimp?
It's right here.
I haven't heard about the shrimp news as I don't watch it and online much, but hey, that's false advertising. Yeah, South Carolina or locally sources, I imagine what they're seeing. Even Blaine, I'm going to say it to you because you know what I'm talking about. You know at Shims Creek where all the restaurants are around Shims Creek and they even have shrimp boats that are like parked there? Several of the restaurants in Shims Creek do not have locally sourced shrimp. I'm like, they bring it. They have boats right there. You couldn't get somebody to deliver it. But I thought that was right interesting. So there's Cheryl and Ed. Hello. How many more days do you all have till you're in Alaska? I know that's coming up.
Here's one of my favorite Canadians.
Nick.
Shaved.
Nick has done an extreme makeover. You look so nice in your picture, Nick.
You look nice both ways.
Both ways, yeah. But I did say you look a little younger. But Nick has gotten rid of the beard. He's got the hair all cut. I mean, styled. I was very impressed, Nick. Happy July, best month of the year.
His birthday month.
Both of y'all's birthday month.
Mm-hmm.
Hannah's birthday month too.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Whoop, whoop. There's Scotty J Travels. Whoop, whoop. Hey, y'all. Good news. I cruise in 46 days. Awesome, Scotty J. What ship are you going on?
Mm-hmm.
I always like to know that and being nosy. Happy 4th to all those that celebrate. And also, we just this week had Canada Day.
Mm-hmm.
So happy Canada Day to our Canadian friends. Finally, 369 days to my Alaskan cruise with, you guessed it, Princess. Of course.
There's Blaine.
Hey, Blaine. Good to see you. Hey, Will Cooper. Great to see you, too. Thank you for joining us.
Ed said that Flintstones is Cheryl's favorite.
Yeah, this is a childhood memory. I liked Scooby-Doo, but Flintstones just always cracked me up.
I grow up.
I grow up?
I like it when I grew up. I grew up. Yeah, I grew up. No. So growing up, there we go.
Mm-hmm.
You wanted to be Daphne. Now that you're grown up,
you want to be Velma.
You realize you're Velma. And I thought Velma was always so annoying when she lost her glasses. And she was like, my glasses. Oh.
If I don't have my contacts or my glasses, I'm going to be like Velma all over the floor.
I'm like, where is that? Where are my eyes?
28 days into our weekend getaway to Gettysburg and 52 days until Alaska on NCL Encore. That's 52 more days. I'm going to get me a pool noodle and bending that thing in my luggage for that much. Exactly. And then give it to the crew members. They give this to a kid when they get on the ship, so they don't spend that much money on the go.
There's Lizzie.
Hey, Lizzie.
Lizzie and I tried to save a cat today.
Oh, is Lizzie trying to help save the cat?
Lizzie and I were both on the hot asphalt trying to get the cat.
It's like you cussed, but you didn't. Now.
Asphalt.
Asphalt, yes.
Yeah, no, we were both just trying to get the cat.
There's a cat under the van.
Yeah, no, well, it went into the van's engine, and so Hannah has contacted a local rescue to see if they have a cat trap. See if I can trap it. And, yeah.
Now, Shem Creek doesn't get it fresh. I'm questioning the genetic testers. Right. Sorry, I just don't understand.
She said, I've been thinking about it since we left.
About the cat.
I messaged the rescue that Sally came from to see if they have anyone that can do cat trapping, to see if we can get the cat.
So if you trap it, what you going to do?
I'll take it to the vet. I'll pay for its things.
You're going to end up with 2 cats.
I'm not.
And Jarrell's going to be like,
And then, what the sad thing is?
What?
It is a tuxedo cat like Mac.
Oh.
Mac is the reason I have Sally. Mac,
our neighbors had a cat named Mac, but Mac liked our house.
So every day I would come home from school, I would get out of the car, and Mac would come running to me, and I would be
sit on the front porch and rocking chair and hold Mac.
Every Halloween, when he was alive, he would come and sit with me.
Halloween cat. Yeah, he helped hand out candy.
Yeah.
We are cruising on the Carnival of Valor. Okay, so I am cruising on the Carnival of Liberty in New Orleans in 31 days.
Have you been on the Valor?
Yes. We were on the Valor right before the Cocoa Railroad broke out. It was breaking out while we were on the ship.
What was the other ship you were on?
I've also been on the Glory. I love that whole class of ship. The Glory, the Valor, and now I'm going to be on the Liberty. So I know I'm going to love it because that's just my favorite Carnival class right now. I haven't been on the bigger ships, the newer ones. You're going to have a great time on the Valor. Hey, Ryan. Good to see you.
Are you talking about the cat?
Too bad tomorrow's the 4th. I'm going to be in Lexington tomorrow. I could have met someone up there.
Talking about the cat?
No, you're talking about your fiance.
Oh. I was going to ask if you wanted a cat. Because if I catch it and nurse it back to health, he's a cat man.
I know, but he has 2 cats that look similar to each other, like they're siblings, I think.
He could have a fancy tuxedo.
And one of his name is Atlas, and I love that name for a cat.
Okay.
So, the MSCC shore video full ship tour, including Yacht Club and the Aria area, will be up tomorrow at 4 o'clock because YouTube told me that's the best time to upload for our channel.
Well, I don't know if it's going to be tomorrow because tomorrow's the 4th.
It'll be fine. It's still going up. I'm ready to go. Done.
Yeah, tomorrow we're having hot dogs cooked out because the fiance has been craving grilled hot dogs for 2 months.
We're also having hamburgers and we're also having sausage dogs.
But I'm going to be going home before hopefully dark so I can accompany my cat before she loses her mind.
Yeah, we're doing 4th early so we don't have to, everybody can go home to their pets.
Yeah.
Because none of our pets like the fireworks.
Mm-hmm. He says, I don't need another cat. I do love tuxedos. But living in an RV is fun with multiple cats. Okay. But
All right, so we've said hello to everybody. I guess we should go look at some travel news, and it's all cruise news this time. Cruise news has been interesting lately. So everybody, I hope, I'm sure, has heard about this story about the father jumping off the Disney ship to save his daughter who fell overboard, and this whole situation was a plain old miracle. Those two are alive. But it was on the Disney Dream, and the child fell from the fourth floor overboard. It was where the walking track was on the Disney Dream. And after there was some social media stuff that came out that were accusing the father
of being negligent,
putting the child on the thing to take a picture or something like that. But is it Dade County came out that I guess they looked at surveillance and said that he did not put her there. That's all they said. They don't give a lot of details, but they said they just want to clear his name, that he did not put her there. But she lost her balance while she was sitting on the railing and fell backwards into the water. And they're saying the mother yelled at the father and said she went overboard and he jumped in. And that he was able to get to her and tread in the water for 20 minutes before the rescue boat got there from the ship. I will just say that crew acted very swiftly in a great way. Mm-hmm. They had the procedures down. Because that's a long time for him to tread water for sure in the ocean, holding a child. But if they were there in 20 minutes, that's pretty darn good.
I wonder what the mother was thinking the entire time. Both her husband and her child.
I just, no. Mm-hmm. But, yeah, it's a miracle. They were being let out after. Mm-hmm. But, yeah, there's still some questions in my head, but I'm not going to say it because I don't know the facts. But
it's just they're lucky to be alive.
They're very lucky to be alive. I'll just say that.
Marsha's here.
Hey, Marsha. Good to see you. Marsha's going on the seashore soon. Yes, she is. All right. So the next part is there is a new beach. If you pull into the port in Nassau, you'll see it. That Royal Caribbean has created for its upcoming beach club. I believe, now I might be wrong, but I believe it's the point in Nassau, like near where you have the lighthouse, that strip right there. Mm-hmm. I might be wrong. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. But they have opened up bookings. It's open in December.
Is it only for Royal Caribbean guests?
I believe so. I think you can only book it through there. But it's a private beach that opens in December. It features 2 beaches, 3 pools, and 10 bars. And the day pass options include unlimited food and drink for those 21 and older, starting at $169.99. But there are passes to the area that exclude alcohol that starts at $129 per guest. And then there's a child rate for 4 through 12 is $109. And yeah.
Do you have gabapentin for copper?
Why?
Because last time there was fireworks. Copper
I'll check with her.
You just tell how I just thought about
Copper's our next door neighbor's dog that needs medication during fireworks, and I had some gabapentin, and now I had to explain that for you.
It caused him to get calm because he was about to go into a seizure.
I don't have a lot. I think I have 1 left.
I have some.
You have some?
Yeah.
Well, we'll check with her after this to ask her if she does.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Anybody plan to go to the Royal Caribbean Beach Club in Nassau? Mm-hmm. It's not a terrible price. I mean, if you take out the alcohol and pay the $129, if you want a place to play out all day long.
I mean, if
near
it's
the ship,
if it's just like exclusive, quote unquote, versus going to like a free beach in Nassau or paying $20 and going to one of the semi-public beaches.
And if you go to the free beach in Nassau, which is near the port, I think you get a lot of people like trying to sell stuff and all that too. I think that this is definitely being more exclusive and private. So
Marsha says she has 58 days.
Yeah, Marsha's when she gets off the ship, we're getting on that one. I'm so excited for y'all. That's right. Yeah, it's quite interesting, the whole shake up with Carnival saying they're taking away the loyalty programs, but I still kind of wonder if they're not going to change something up with that. I have no idea.
Take back their words.
But the amount of people that I've talked to that are now interested in MSC, which I think is a great choice, and Royal Caribbean, yeah, I think that you're still going to have your loyal to Carnival people because they do have, like, especially for like casino offers, they do have some good stuff like that. But I think some people that don't get the casino offers are just going to be like, why should I go with this company? You know?
Cheryl Ned.
Wonder if I can get my diamond drinks at the beach club. I don't know about that yet.
Well,
how the beach club works with your drink package.
Yeah.
So, pretty nice.
MSC does tier matching.
Yeah. So, status matching, yeah.
Yeah, so if you have a high level with Carnival and would like to jump ship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I know Cheryl and Ed are going MSC in March, and they've already done their status match.
Yep. I'm just saying before, if they ever take away status match.
Yeah, I would definitely, before your status match goes away or you have the proof of it goes away, I would definitely
match with MSC.
Go ahead and match with MSC. With MSC, you don't have to go ahead and book. I think you have to book within maybe 2 years of matching, but if you're planning on eventually going on them, I would go ahead and status match.
I will say I really like their entertainment.
MSC.
Yeah. Their entertainment is very, very good.
I'm excited for Marsha and Debbie and all them to see like the shows and stuff.
Mm-hmm. I just think about that ballroom dancing couple.
Yeah. Dun, dun, they got engaged. I thought they were married, but they got engaged. Aww. Yeah, you should see their engagement video. It's so cute. It's on Instagram. I follow one of the dancers on Instagram because they're so good.
They're like really good.
Professional ballroom dancing couple on MSC. And I'm hoping they're back when we go and when Marsha goes because I know they just left on vacation.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right.
My bad. Yeah.
Oh, I think they will change the loyalty since they gave like a 2-year notice. That's time for them to realize how much they will lose. Exactly. That's how I feel too. I think they've gotten so much backlash that I think they just decided to what's it called? Throw the spaghetti at the wall to see the sticks kind of thing. And I think they just went full force just to see what the backlash is. And then they could pull back and look like they're doing something good by bringing something back. That's just my opinion.
Speaking
of Carnival, I'm going to read this. I know it's hard to see, but
oh no,
what?
I see it now.
Which one are you talking about?
The one with the pins next to it.
Oh yeah. So I've seen on like Facebook, because I'm in a Carnival group on Facebook, where people are getting a notice in their rooms about these new rules, and some of these rules are not new. Some of these rules they've had. But it says effective 2025. Of course, the teen curfew, under 18, they must be in by 1 a.m. They must be out of public areas by 1 a.m. Must be in their rooms or whatever, unless they're with an adult that's 21 or over. And I started thinking about this. Well, first of all, if my 17-year-old child is hanging out with a 21-year-old that's not in our family, are they going to be able to get away with it? You know what I mean? Yeah, that's not right. But I don't know. That's just my thought. But if this was in the room with me as a teenager, she ain't leaving that room. I can tell you that. I'm with Mama Bear. But
Hannah liked to sleep though.
Yeah, Hannah does like to sleep. But we did one time have joining cabins with a door in the middle, mm-hmm. where Hannah and her friend were teenagers, and they stayed in that cabin, and William and I stayed in the other. But I might say it now, but I mean, she was trustworthy pretty much. She was scared to go out in the world by herself.
Exactly. 1 a.m. Who is up there? Guests under 18 at 1 a.m. My kid ain't staying out till 1 a.m.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. Exactly right. So that's that one. And I don't understand the age policy on the second one. The age policy, it says solo cruisers must be 21 or up or sail with someone 25 or up. Okay. If you're going to cruise, you have to be 20. If you have to cruise by yourself, you have to be 21 or up. So an 18-year-old can't go cruise by themselves.
It's kind of like renting your car.
Okay. I got it. So teens 18 through 20 must be booked with a guardian. So if a college kid is 19 and he wants to go on a cruise with his buddies, and his buddies are not 25, then which they shouldn't be, then they can't go on by themselves. They can't go because they have to be with a guardian. So, and then there's the fan ban.
Was it because someone got whacked in the
head?
I
guess somebody got hit in the head with during the what's the Boots on the Ground song, the dance, which I love watching that dance. I love watching that dance. I like the song too. But anyway, so Carnival, this is the way they worded it. Carnival has banned folding clack fans inside nightclubs and indoor dance floors for safety. So I guess at the sail away party outside, they can have them. But if they're in an indoor dance club or club, they cannot have them. And then it says, battery-powered fans are still allowed because people, when they said there's a fan ban, people thought it was the fans that people are putting in their rooms.
Yeah, they should have
clarify that. But anyway, battery-powered fans for the rooms are still allowed. And also the little ones you hold when you're hot. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then the pool chair rule.
Thank God.
I'm hoping they stick with this one. Leave your chair. If you leave your chair for 40 plus minutes unattended, the crew may clear your items. That'll be a good thing just to test to see if they really would do it, Yeah. Because I don't know. And then it says the other rules, there's two more. Behavior equals consequences. Disruptive guests can be removed with no refund and fined up to $500. So they're not just you stay in your room and behave. We'll put a guard outside. Now it's get off the ship if you can, if we're in a port, not if you're in the ocean.
Well, I mean, if you think about it, like rules, like with a bar, let's say, or a hotel, right? Like if the hotel staff deems that your behavior is unacceptable, they can ask you to leave. And if you do not leave, you will be trespassed without warning. Trespass after warning.
Yeah.
And so thus you can be arrested. It's kind of like the same thing. Just because we're in the middle of the ocean doesn't mean they can't kick you off the boat.
When you get to a port.
I'm just saying, like,
yeah, I know. Yeah, go off the plank.
Please leave.
But fined up to $500. You really messed up if you got a $500 fine and kicked off the boat.
Wait for the ban.
Off the ship. I'm sorry.
Wait for a ban.
So the last one is boarding requirements, which I thought this is interesting because I have seen people that did not check in, that get to the terminal, and the people are very accommodating and get them checked in and everything. But the new thing is check in online by midnight before you're sailing. Print your boarding pass, which you're still going to print your boarding pass, which is Carnival, I think, is the only one that do that anymore. And your luggage tags. Bring all required travel documents, like your passport or your ID or your birth certificate, or you can't board, period. So if you don't check in the midnight before your cruise and print your stuff, then they might say you can't board. It's in writing now. It's all about being responsible, though. So anyway, let's see what people are saying in the chat.
It's going to be hard to police the 40-minute chair rule if they don't have that many staff members watching and watching the time.
I agree. Unless they have some kind of system, maybe. I don't know.
I think it's just when they notice, like, if they're like, look at the clock and it's like, and then they just happen to see, like, this person's been gone for 2 hours. They're like, yeah, nah, fam.
I remember one time we never really get in chairs by the pool. If we get a chair, your dad and I, we would get one like up at the upper level, kind of looking down.
Good wind.
Yeah, the wind's better up there. And your dad got obsessed one time because this couple put down two towels, one on each chair, and a piece of fruit, like an apple or orange, in the seat. And he's like, they never came back. We never saw those people. And we don't stay out in the sun long because I'm a redhead, but
really,
but we were up there for about an hour, and he was like, well, the fruit's still there.
Oh gosh. Will said, I was wondering if the boots on the ground will become a line dance staple, but probably not with this news.
Maybe for the sail away. Maybe. I love it. Hey, Eric B. Sports Daily. Good to see you, Eric.
All right.
All right.
This is not sports. I'm so sorry.
Eric just showed up. He said I could have won this one.
No, this is like for brands, companies, things like that. Yeah. But I think it was pretty easy.
Yeah.
You just didn't know one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's fun.
Yeah. So, okay, the rule is I just need to know the company. If you know the name of the mascot, great. Fantastic. I just need, what I'm looking for is the company.
What company do they represent?
Yeah. Yeah. If you know the mascot, good for you. I need the company.
Eric's like, I thought this was going to be sports mascots, Hannah. This would be a lot easier.
You know, I thought about it. And then I was like,
maybe we get closer to football season.
The only one that came to my mind was a hockey mascot for the Philadelphia Flyers. That was the only one because he's funny. But that's it. All right. Here you go. Marshmallow Man.
So just name the company.
Where them bands at? Where them bands?
Now you have that in your mind.
I got them boots on.
And while y'all are answering, we do want to thank Blaine for being here because he's a moderator, and also thank Nick from Nick Torres because he's a moderator. Appreciate y'all watching out for us.
You haven't put your books away.
Hannah, my bookshelf is full. I've got to come up here and organize this room.
You need to make more room for your books. Or you need to get rid of books.
No. I haven't read these books. Most of them.
I know. You have read one, but that's your special copy that you want to keep.
Addie LaRue. I love that book. I love it. Mm-hmm. All right. The answer is Michelin.
Hannah was so good that she got one of Mom's favorite authors' new books, and it's signed. Yeah. Who's a great daughter?
You're a great daughter.
Thank you very much.
Who's a great mother?
You're great.
Who's the best wedding planner you ever seen in your life?
Fantastic. Thank you for not calling drama.
Not a dramatic wedding planner.
No, I said not drama, trauma.
Trauma.
Like childhood trauma.
Thank you for not giving you childhood. I thought you were talking about the wedding.
No.
She's thanking me for not giving her childhood trauma.
Thank you for not making me have to go to a therapist. There's so many kids like that. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Cheryl says the Flyers mascot is so ugly, and we're from Philly area, so we see it all over the place. I think he is the cutest thing. He is ugly, but he is so cute. I'm going to show you who we're talking about. He's orange.
They're rebuilding the arena near us. We had the James Brown arena because James Brown's from Augusta, Georgia.
And he looks like a Muppet.
Oh my, he's scary looking.
I love him so much.
He looks like a furry almost.
Gritty.
But anyway, they have demolished the entire arena, and now they're rebuilding it. And they said they're going to bring back ice hockey. Oh my god, because we used to have it. Hannah, that's bad.
I love Gritty. He looks like this. It's kind of hard to say because of the ring light, but there he is. He looks like a Muppet. I showed this.
That is Charlie, isn't it?
Yeah, his name is Charlie. Not on this photo, but usually he has Charlie on his hat.
Oh.
But I showed this to Gracie, and Gracie was like, "What is that?"
It's a tuna.
Star something tuna.
That's right.
Charlie the tuna. Okay. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
What's the name of the company?
He used to be on commercials a lot.
So close. So close. So close. Starkist. Here it is.
Starkist tuna.
Charlie the tuna.
When people put chicken of the sea, which is another brand of tuna.
Starkist.
I remember when
talking about the cruise ship.
No, when Nick Lachey was married to Jessica Simpson, they used to have a reality show, and she was eating it like tuna, chicken sea, and she goes, "Is it really chicken from the ocean?" On the show, and he's like, Oh. It's a chicken of the sea. It's tuna.
Well, I just remember when there was a Costa Cruise line, unfortunate accident, and the captain abandoned the ship, and all the headlines called him Chicken of the Sea.
Oh.
Yeah.
Now, Eric would know who this is because they have lots of commercials during games.
Especially with Nick Saban.
Yeah, with Nick Saban, yeah.
Gracie got so stuck on this. She was like, do not tell me. She goes, I know it's insurance.
He yells it all the time. That's what comes out of his mouth.
Like, okay. She's like, I know it's insurance.
So after you create your trivia at work, on your lunch break.
I take an hour on my lunch break and I do it at work.
Then you did the test everybody.
I test people. I tested the first half on Ginger when she was there. Oh gosh, I hear it in my head. Yep. Affleck. Like that.
Affleck.
Yeah. She looked at me, she goes, Progressive. I said, no, that's Flow. And she goes, oh, you're right. Okay. Next. Are you proud of me? I whited out where it is normally and on his little thing right there.
Canva is a miracle.
Yes.
I love Canva. Canva's affordable and it's just such a great tool for a lot of stuff. Like I use it for my Etsy store. I use it for travel stuff. I use it for the YouTube. I use it all the time. Use it a lot on that ship tour. Editor.
That was burped. Thank you. You have to admit it takes a lot of time.
I know. But at least I get it done. Love you. We got answers.
Energizer.
It is Energizer.
I did it on the drum and on the battery. Look at that battery.
Okay.
Not that it's big enough that you can see it.
No, I can't see it.
But I did it on the battery.
I didn't want to hurt your feelings, but I can't see it on the battery.
Boom, not there. There.
Magic.
And
Canva magic.
Brand I don't buy.
I buy whatever's on sale. I think we buy Duracell.
Good luck finding out the name of this company. Because it's hard. It's not hard.
No,
everybody knows who he is.
Yeah.
But they don't know the name of the company.
I do. We buy it.
Oh, good job. The people are like,
at work didn't get it.
Like, what?
The people in the chat are
they just know it.
They know it better than people at your work.
I use my friends at work to gauge if I have made this too difficult.
The background of these slides remind me of
comic books. Superheroes.
No.
What?
The Emerald City.
Why? It looks like a pickle.
It looks like something about the Emerald City.
It looks like a pickle exploded. Look at all the little dots.
It is Planters.
Planters peanuts.
Yeah. Well, Planters makes all kinds of good mixed nuts too. Oh my goodness.
One short day in the Emerald City.
I was so excited. I slept 8 hours last night. I haven't slept 8 hours in a night forever.
Here we go.
The one thing that's still a little bit cheap when you get from the grocery store. I made her favorite dinner. Second favorite dinner tonight. Is that your favorite dinner or your second favorite dinner? I know what the two favorites are.
Second.
I made a chicken casserole for her tonight. It's her second favorite.
Hello, Keith.
Her other favorite is
how you doing?
Salmon. Only when her daddy cooks it. It's her favorite.
Salmon, rice pilaf, and Brussels sprouts.
Yeah. Oh, we have who? Oh, Keith is here. Well, hello, Keith. Good to see you.
Now, if you ever had like your last meal on death row, like question, That is my answer. Is my dad's grilled salmon, rice
I
pilaf.
hope I wouldn't be on death row.
I wouldn't be either, but like, if you had one last meal, what would it be?
Crab legs.
Okay. I had rice pilaf tonight. It's great.
That's the question for the chat. If you have one last meal, what's it going to be?
Yep. Grilled salmon, crab legs, Brussels sprouts, rice pilaf. I like it. I don't know what. They get tired of it. It's Morton salt. They get tired of it. They're like, "Do we have to have this?" I'm like, "We haven't had it in a month."
She only likes it when she likes it other places, but her dad's is her favorite. The way he cooks it, the salmon.
Nick says lasagna.
Lasagna.
I know. I call it lasagna.
I make good lasagna. I think I do.
Here you go. I don't like this game.
If you want to see Hannah have true anxiety, make her play this game. She cried the last time we played it when she was younger. And
when I say younger, this was like 8 years ago.
But she got so stressed, and she's like, "I don't want to play this anymore."
Well, it was like we had to keep going around and around and around, and I was just going bankrupt. I'm like, I will accept that you have won. Here is all my money. I don't want to play this.
Walk away from this.
I don't want to play this anymore.
So, do you like the life game?
Yeah.
You like life?
Because life, you don't necessarily, like, yes, like, you have to spend money, but it's not like it's consistently, you're always losing money. It's like, who has the most money at the end, you know?
Did anybody else tell us their favorite? I mean, their last meal, which is very morbid discussion.
I don't think so.
I think Cheryl did it later on.
Monopoly. Nick is playing Monopoly right now on his phone. He plays the Monopoly. The banker.
I'll let Garfield guard the lasagna. Yeah.
Everything I'm not supposed to eat, like high salt, lots of sugar.
Yeah, dessert might be my favorite thing.
So I found out.
I don't eat that.
I call him Mr. Monopoly, but his name is like Mr. Moneybags.
Huh.
I found that out today.
I like that. Oh, I hear a chihuahua barking downstairs. Chihuahua. I actually have this in my house.
Do you? Do you just put it with milk or do you put it with water?
Well, your dad puts it in... No, not water.
Okay, I didn't know.
I know. No, your dad puts it in milk, but I have the no sugar added. But you know what I do with it? I put it in my coffee. You're weird. Because I love a mocha latte, which we can't give away the answer, I guess. But I love like a mocha latte flavor, and that's how I quickly make one. I put a spoonful in my coffee.
Interessante.
What?
I'll tell you just a minute.
I have no idea what she's barking at.
Well, this one, I got bit by something. I think it was an ant.
I have medicine for that.
It's fine. What is moving? Do you hear that?
Something hit the window. Like a bug hit the window. Not inside. I think it just flew and hit the window.
Nesquik.
When you're in your house at night and the lights are on and it's dark outside, you don't have bugs at your window?
No.
Like they're trying to get to the light? Oh.
I have lizards that live on my window and wait for them. Nestlequick. That's why it's called Nesquik.
Yes.
I didn't know that.
It's made by Nestle.
Well, I know. Duh. Okay.
I'm a fan of chocolate milk. It's not bad. I make protein. I don't eat breakfast. I don't like breakfast.
You want to know something funny?
Can I finish telling my story?
Can I tell you really quick?
What?
The brawny guy looks like the main character in a romance book. Tell me that's not
He
right.
needs long flowing hair.
No. And the one I just finished, that's it. I just said it.
You did.
I just said it.
But what you say, barking at the engine?
I just said it.
I think somebody must.
Oh,
is I bark with a howl?
I said it.
You did say it.
Go ahead. What were you saying?
I don't know.
Reese Brownie.
You cut me off.
I'm so sorry.
I'm too old to remember what I'm talking about.
We need to work on that. You can't lose your memory.
It's life, Hannah. I didn't know what that was.
Yeah, this is the one she didn't know.
I feel like I have something.
Bugs.
No,
we're talking about bugs. And late at night.
no.
Behind the windows.
Yeah.
It took till 7:49 for Hannah to give away an answer.
She made her beat her person. Okay. That's funny. So true. Welcome.
And the bad thing is that she didn't catch it. I did.
I think you have to be really young, like you to understand what this is.
Nick got it.
Well, he's young.
It's an app that helps you learn like a second language. That's why it's called.
When you told me the name of it, I understood that, but I just don't.
That's why it's called Duolingo.
You just gave away.
No, I didn't.
I was kidding.
I just highlighted it.
It is
Duolingo.
Mary Ellen's like me. I have no idea. Probably should use it though.
Yet you knew what this one was.
Of course.
It's like cucaracha. Green Owl Enterprises.
Same. When I heard the name of it, I heard the name before, but I didn't know the mascot for it. But I have never looked it up. What did we used to have to learn languages? It was some old
Rosetta Stone.
Rosetta Stone. Yeah.
It's still around.
By the way, your dad saw a really like fancy river cruise
in Vietnam.
He already told you this.
He sent it to me. And he said, your mother and I are considering this. I said, my mother is considering going to Vietnam.
It looked pretty, but
I would love to go to Vietnam, but you don't know how to
affordable.
You don't know how to use chopsticks.
I can take a fork. Without a little fork.
Jesus.
Have plastic forks.
Oh my God.
It is Chiquita banana.
Chiquita.
That's our dessert tomorrow for 4th of July is banana pudding.
If you have problems with mosquitoes, you need bats. We do have bats.
Mm-hmm. You see them at night.
There's Kurt.
Hey, Kurt there. Marcia allowed me to borrow her internet. Oh, because you're on a cruise. That's right. I was like, what? Are you borrowing internet? You're on a cruise. He is on the Carnival Mardi Gras.
Hellos.
It's sitting at Chibang Restaurant.
Hellos from the Carnival Mardi Gras.
Bestest and fastest service I ever see at Seafood. Well, hugs to y'all. Thank y'all for joining us and checking in with us. He's having Cantonese pork, my main dish tonight. Very nice. Are y'all having a good time? Are you having good weather? Where you at?
Yes, that is the name of them. What's the name of the thing they represent?
That is Snap, Crackle, and Pop.
As per the names on their hats. Snap, Crackle, Pop.
She is howling.
She is having a
The Chihuahua is not happy. She is barking at something and howling. I bet you William's loving that. He's probably trying to take a nap downstairs. He always likes to take a nap when we come up here to do this. He's probably like, shut up.
Rice Krispies. Rice Krispies. Rice Krispies. Rice Krispies.
That was just, I got tickled when he just said, Marsha's allowing me to use it. And I thought, are you on internet detention?
Now I want Rice Krispie squares is what Nick says. Here you go. For the adult crowd. You didn't know this, did you?
I did know it. I was trying to let him answer some. It's called love. I realized I was jumping and answering very fast. And your father, some of these you need to think about. So I was trying to hold back.
My favorite thing with Dad is when he knows something, he goes, oh, and then it like the O's help load the answer.
So today, Williams. I told him, I said, I have a job for you because I was working on something else, and he said, what? I said, I want you to organize the fridge and clean and throw out old stuff. And he found like 6 bottles of wine in there. I said, I guess we're having wine for the 4th of July because nobody needs that many bottles of wine. It takes up too much room.
That is Captain Morgan.
The captain is here.
I may have to save some of these for part 2.
I believe after us, and what is?
Oh, you didn't know this one. That was it
because I changed it.
It is on commercials.
Hannah, I stream everything. I don't watch commercials.
Yeah, I didn't say do I, but I found that out.
My mama all the time. Do you see that commercial? No, Mama, I did not see a commercial. Because the only time I see commercials is in the morning on Paramount. I can watch our local news. And sometimes I watch that. But the commercials are more about lawyers and stuff.
I just realized he has little stars on him. Commercials about lawyers.
You do it too.
I just have to.
Anyway, I don't watch commercials.
Here's the thing.
I stream everything.
This is for a... Whoop. Okay.
Whoop. Do we even have this anymore?
It is in collaboration with other stores such as like Macy's and things like that.
Okay.
So they'll have them within. They're not standalone anymore.
Are they online? Maybe
they are
more of an online presence.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It is. Do you remember what his name was? Is it Jeffrey?
Jeffrey the giraffe.
Giraffe. Yeah. Yeah, he's a different Jeffrey though. They changed Jeffrey.
He's not an actual giraffe anymore. He used to be an actual giraffe.
I like Jeffrey.
All right, we have one more, and then we'll save the rest for later.
Yeah. Okay.
There's only like 2 Toys R Us stores in the country now.
Wow.
Like they're coming back a little bit. Like they're not. Yes, a lot of them closed out because of online shopping, so it really wasn't needed. But man, the thrill of going into a Toys R Us as a child, and getting the big book, and like
circling stuff.
Mm-hmm.
We used to get the Sears book growing up. My parents would say, "Here's the Sears book. Here's a pen. Circle what you want." Or magic marker, actually, because they see it. And we would. And I circled Barbies every time.
It says Toys R Us said that they were planning stages of opening a couple of dozen stores in the near future. They just don't need to be as large scale, I think, because they were like taking up like the size of like a Target, Yeah. It was just so big. Here's the last one.
And also Toys are at like Walmart retailers and things like that. They're like so much cheaper there sometimes.
Yeah. Big.
It's a big
pins. Big. OMG, the Sears Christmas book was amazing.
It was. It really was. And we were like, I was the 3rd child, and they're like, you get it last. My siblings. Because they apparently thought they were more important.
Because they were first.
But little did they know.
That check.
I was the baby.
You were surprised.
So, I have something real quick. Has anybody seen the show with Marissa? I think it's on, maybe on Max, with Marissa Hargitay. It's a documentary she did about her mom her mom was Jane Mansfield, who looked a lot like Marilyn Monroe.
Yeah.
That is such a good documentary. I've been amazed about what Jane Mansfield, her mother, which I didn't even know was her mother.
Mm-hmm.
I know who Marissa Hargitay was, but I never knew that was her mother until this came out. But her mother was brilliant. And the fact that she had to play this, like, I call it dumb blonde kind of facade. So she can, so she can get into the movies and everything. But she was brilliant. She was a classical pianist, violinist. She spoke like 4 languages.
Hmm.
I mean, it's just a really good documentary. Just highly recommend it.
Okay.
She's learned a lot about her mama.
Are we off next week?
By the way, her mama died when she was only like 3.
That's
why she's doing this, trying to find more about her. We are off next week. We are off next week because I have a meeting. I explained this before, but I have a meeting once a month with I'm on an advisory council. Yeah. So I have that, and we will be back the following week. Yes.
Do you know what day that is?
Well, today is the 3rd, not the 10th. We'll be back on the 17th.
Bingo.
July 17th, we'll be back. God willing. What? What's the whole conversation?
I'm trying to figure that out in a Sears book. Saying, but they never came. Yeah, I know. I'm still waiting. I think they got lost at the North Pole. Oh. I'll go take a walk up there. It's close to my house. Oh. Please do. I'll get it back to you.
Are we having Santa Claus
Trauma.
Santa Claus trauma.
All right. Well, thank you all for staying to the end. Y'all the real MVPs. We hope that you stay safe out there. Stay healthy. And don't forget to journey on. Bye.
Bye, y'all. Thank you.
Bye.
For being here.
There's a new video tomorrow. Bye.